Hi, Matt Sedgwick here, 12 Recruitment. I want to start by asking you a question. Have you ever considered what an interviewer does to prepare for the interview before they meet you? So in this episode, I wanted to talk to you about social media and the influence that social media is having on today's interview process. In the past, it was obviously quite different because accessibility wasn't as high and maybe people couldn't find out quite as much about you. But in today's age, you better, they're gonna look at your social medias, and it's something we need to be very aware of. So what do we use? What do interviewers use to find out more about you? Well, obviously the social media channels that everybody knows of. So Facebook, I use Facebook all of the time to find out more about my candidates. And also on top of that, I look at everybody's LinkedIn profile. Additionally, we'll use Google search. We will Google your name and work out what Google is saying about you as well. Privacy and privacy settings are very important to look at. On all of your social media platforms, you will be able to move yourself into more of an invisible state or an incognito state. Look at your social medias, read through the privacy settings and change them so it's much harder for recruiters or for interviewers, for hiring managers to actually find you on socials. And building from that, let's think about your photos. Actually, in Facebook and all the social media platforms, you can hide certain photos. I'm not saying for one moment turn into a corporate robot, and I'm not saying for one moment void your personality. Please have it, it's what makes you you. But let's think about just making sure that people can see a select few photos that best represent you. So to recap, 1, your interviewer will always research you before you go into an interview. 2, the interviewer will use all of the social media channels to find out more about you. 3, the social media channels that they will use will allow you to tailor the privacy settings so that they can only see what you want them to see. And 4, very importantly, do not lose your personality. Don't be a clone, but think about how to represent yourself in the best possible way. Remember, the legislation in the UK and Europe has changed. GDPR has come through and is a very powerful act that allows you to be in control of your data. Here at 12 Recruitment, we abide by the rules and regulations set out by GDPR, but please don't be naive. People will use your data to find out more about you. Matt Sedgwick, 12 Recruitment. Thanks very much for your time. I'll see you on the next episode.